Guys, Jem here once again to give you guys another book review. Now this time I have finally read Embers and Echoes by Karsten, the second book of the Wildfire trilogy. Now this book, it was good. What did I rate the other one? An 8.5 or a 9? Well, this one I rate an 8.5. I think I rated the other one an 8.5. But anyway, this one was really good. The story is basically like the gods and goddesses reincarnated in our generation. This will not be a spoilers review because this is just too good of a series. It reminds me of the new anime that came out called Kamigami no Asobi, but this came out before that, and that was a video game turned into an anime. But first, onto the synopsis. Every flame casts a shadow. After leaving behind the fiery ruins of her sophomore year, Ashleen Wilde is headed to Miami to find the little sister she has only seen in visions. But upon arrival, she discovers that a cult of evil gods has kidnapped her sister. Ash is determined to save her. Luckily, she meets Wes, an Aztec god who has his own vendetta against the cult, and together they are determined to take them down. But Ash's past has followed her, and soon she has to choose between avenging her past and fighting for her future. The exciting follow-up to Wildfire. Now, in the beginning, Ash, from the last book, finds out that Colt is a god. He has, regenerative abilities and feels like he's betrayed her. And so she leaves him and goes to Miami to find her new sister, who she's been having visions of, named Rose, who is a 6-year-old girl. Now, she meets Wes and Aurora, two more gods that she meets up with in Miami. Wes is an Aztec god, and Aurora is a Roman goddess. And then a whole lot of stuff happens. She tries to find Rose to help save Eve from the Cloak Netherworld, where she was taken to the last book. And then she tries to get the woman Leslie Vanderbilt to give back her sister Rose, so that she could reunite the Wild sisters and be all a happy family. But a lot of things are not as they seem. There were a lot of enemy, evil gods that are, fighting against her because she's, meddling in their plans, and a lot of shit goes down. Now, while all this is happening, she gets some flashbacks from her memories in her old life as Lucille. What was her name? I know what her name was after she was married, but I'm not going to say it because that's a spoiler. But her name was Lucy, aka Lucille, her last life. And Eve's last life, her name was Violet, and Rose's last life, her name was Gracie. Now, again, they're not... That's a spoiler, too. I really want to say this one thing, but it's a spoiler, so I can't. I'm sorry. But it's it was just mind-blowing. I'm what? I was whoa. And then Colt does come back, of course. He's the main villain, main antagonist in this whole entire series. And a lot of stuff happens. Some people from the last book, like Raja and Aide, and of course Lily comes back in this book. A lot of people die in this book. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. But in the end, it's just so, oh my god, I want to read the next book, which I don't remember the name of, unfortunately. If you guys have read this series, tell me what you think about it in the comments below. What was the name of the next book, please? And I really will try to get to this, because it's just such a good series. I love the whole mythology, gods and goddesses thing. And now I want to own the series. I really do. I just want there to be a box set for it. Now, onto this. I'm helping my friend Karsten promote her book True Colors, which is coming out June 17th from Astria Press. Now, I'm going to give you guys a bio and a blurb. Unfortunately, we don't have the cover. I don't have the cover to True Colors yet, since Astria Press isn't done creating the cover for it. So you're going to have to deal with the author bio and the blurb for now. Kristen Lindsay Hager is an author and a book addict who has never met a bookstore she didn't like. She's working as a journalist and also writes middle grade, YA, humor essays, and adult fiction. Her debut novel, True Colors, will be out June 17th from Astria Press. She's originally from Michigan and has lived in South Dakota, Portugal, and currently resides in southern Ohio, where you can find her reading and writing when she's not catching up on her favorite shows. Every day I walk down the sidewalk to school and wished I were one of the interesting popular girls who ran up with exciting news. Just once I'd like to be one of those girls instead of the one being the this is a weird sentence. Did I just say that wrong? Just once I'd like to be one of those girls instead of being the one who didn't get invited to things because people forgot about me. I'm sorry, there's an extra "the" and I was confused. Landry gets pushed into trying out for the American Ingenue reality show modeling competition with her two best friends. She doesn't think she stands a chance, but she advances to the next level in the competition and her friends ignore her at school when they get cut. Enter the gorgeous Devin, who also makes the first cut and includes Landry in her group of friends. Devin becomes the perfect best friend, but can their friendship survive the competition? Landry hopes that her big break could come at any moment, but soon sees there's so much more to modeling than she thought. She begins missing out on being with friends and has a chance to have a boyfriend when she meets a boy named Vladdy from another school. Part of Landry wants to be famous and have her hair look good for once, but part of her just wants to be accepted. She learns about friendships, being true to yourself, and that a good hair conditioner doesn't hurt. I currently have the arc to this book on my iPad, which I will be reading and reviewing before June 17th for all of you guys before it comes out. Now, that's all I really have to say. Again, Embers and Echoes, 8.5 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a very good book, and I don't know, if you guys are into like mythology, gods and goddesses, doesn't have to be Greek or Roman. It's like, it has all kinds, like Pele, the Polynesian goddess, the Norse god of light, Balder, and all these people just come together. Aztec, Incan, Swatsa something or other, Norse, Greek and Roman, I think I said, Japanese, Egyptian, Zulu. I have no idea where Zulu came from. I've never heard of it. But anyway, all of them are in this book, and I really recommend you read the first book, Wildfire, if you have not so already. I am in no way promoting this book since I am not being hired by them. So that's all I really have to say, and good luck. Bye!